Hello, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Anna, and I just make content about anything and everything that I might be going through, that I have gone through, just things that I like to talk about. I love to talk and I love to think, and sometimes those things get me in a lot of trouble, but I'm glad that you decided to join me today. I just wanted to share a little bit about being taller. I'm definitely not I have had friends and I've known girls who are significantly taller than me. I measure in at around 5'9", and I love to wear heels. I love to just, I don't want to say flaunt my height, but I am not as insecure of my height as I once was. And my parents were super great about never making me feel insecure about it, and never even really calling any attention to it. And so let me kind of give a backstory. So I was about 5'6" by 5th grade with a size 9 shoe, and all of my friends were a whole lot shorter than that with a whole lot smaller feet than I had. And so I just kind of had this complex around it that something about it wasn't normal, something about something must be wrong with me. There were just a lot of insecurities that played off of that. I always felt just more masculine than my friends. I thought that because of my height that it made me not as feminine, and just a lot of voices in my mind that were telling me that I wasn't enough, that I was less than, that I wasn't, the list can go on and on. And if you are taller, then you kind of resonate with that. But honestly, I think anyone can resonate with that. Whether you're short, whether you have a different look about you, whether you have just something that is super unique about you that other people might not have. And even if you're in a group of friends where something about you just stands out a whole lot more than your friends, or they're very similar but there's something about you that's different. Anyways, I think there are a lot of different applications to this that it's not just for myself because I was taller growing up. I think a lot of people can relatable, that is the word that I was looking for. But I want to tell you about this really cool moment that I got to experience when I was I think I was 16, and I was raising money to go on a mission trip. And up until this point, I again had a lot of insecurities, and I can honestly say I don't feel now today is a new day, so it could be different, but I really can't remember the last time that my height has really bothered me. But at this point in time, late high school especially, it was really bothering me. So I was raking the leaves for this mission trip. It was actually pine needles, and pine needles, they get everywhere. So I spent a very long time raking this yard. These people were paying me to do this. And you know how your hands, I don't know if you've raked before, but your hands start to blister pretty bad. And I'm pretty sure maybe I had gloves, maybe I didn't. But I was taking a break because my hands were starting to the blisters were peeling off, And I just looked up at the pine trees above me, and then it's whoa, those moments when the Lord just meets you in these really tangible ways. And the Lord was my child, Anna, you're so small. And I was looking up at this pine tree, and I was oh my word. And then it all went cosmic, and I was oh my goodness, I'm not just smaller than this tree, I'm smaller than some animals. And there were the redwoods that are like so much more massive than this pine tree, and beyond that there's like the ocean, and beyond that there's like space, and beyond that there's stars and planets, and like, you know, it just started to get like so cosmic. And I was like, I am so small. And like, even if you're watching this and you're 6'5", like, yes, you are tall, but in comparison to like God's creation all around you, like, you're so small. You're so small, and you're like so held by our Father and so loved and cherished by him. And it's such an amazing thing when we are able to take our situation that we are in that moment, and think past that situation to like the cosmos and to God Almighty, and how he has made us and formed us and like been so intimate in our lives, and like he meets us in this space, but he's also so outside of that. You know, that is cool. So if you're coming here today and you're young or you're old and you're insecure about your height or whatever it is, just know that the Lord meets you in this space. And I would encourage you just to look up at the trees. If you're at a place where you can go to the ocean, go out to the ocean. Or if you're at a place where you can go on a hike, go on a hike. Just do something to where you can look around you and around yourself, and actually place yourself within like what is real in that moment. And what is real is that